All right, welcome to Let's Get with the Flow. So we're going to get right down to the ground onto your back. So for this session, blocks, yes, they'll help us. Knee pad, yoga blanket, or another yoga mat. But we're going to get down to the ground. So come on down. Let's keep our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. Bring your arms out into a T and then just close your eyes. Maybe you bring your feet just a little bit in line with your hips so that your knees support one another. You can bring it in. Close your eyes. Find your breath. So this 30-minute program, a little practice, and it's a practice. Every time we come to our mat, we're different. Got different energies, different stage of life, different things happening in the world and the world around us and in our own little world. So we can't expect what we did one day on our mat to be able to do fully the next day. So we continue to practice. Take a nice soft breath. And before we truly get moving into the practice, I want you to just take a couple of minutes, maybe close your eyes and scan your body. You might not have to do a deep scan. It may be telling you right away, your ankle or your glute or your hamstring. And then see if you can find a few breaths and just soften through that area. Maybe your entire body is tight and you know right now that you're exactly where you need to be. So take a nice big inhale and let everything go and let everything soften. Maybe everything feels absolutely wonderful. We know that we're still going to gain lots of benefits from the practice. So on your next inhale, let's bring both knees into our chest and give them a little hug. So when you're hugging our knees, I'd like you to either hug underneath your thighs or down by your shins. And then make some knee circles. So take both knees together over towards the left. Hover your feet and your knees, push them away, bring them up to the right, circle the other way. So feel the connection to the four corners of your lower back. So do 2 or 3, nice and slow, not in a rush. And then we're going to drop the left foot down to the ground. We're going to take the right foot and hug it, the right knee and hug it right into your chest. And we're going to do a little hamstring floss. So I want you to activate your shin and your heel. So push the heel away, bring your toes towards your shin. Now lengthen that right leg all the way out in line with your hips. Bend the knee, bring it back just in line to your hips. Press through the heel and then bring that heel up. Maybe the knees are in line with one another. Bring it back in. Lift through the heel, press through the heel, 90 degrees. Bring it back up. And then take the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your knee, interlace your fingers. Using your hands, drag your toes slowly, slowly, slowly. Drag the leg and the toes towards your face, towards your body. And then we're going to let the hands go. We're going to bring that ankle, cross it over our opposite knee. So we're coming into a figure 4. Using your right hand, just do a gentle press of that inner thigh to bring the knee wide. So you're really making that number 4. Bring your hands down by the side of your body with the palms down towards the ground. Walk that left foot a little closer towards your glutes, and then press into your foot and lift up into a bridge, but a number 4 bridge. And hold it here. Bring it back down. Inhale it up. So we're getting a nice stretch for that inner thigh. We worked those. Getting a stretch for the hip flexor. We worked those. Getting a stretch and strengthening for those glutes. So lift it back up, hold it here just for a moment. Big breath. And then drop it down nice and slow. We're going to unhook that leg, that foot, that same leg is going to come back up towards the sky. And then I want you to make some nice big ankle circles. So 2 or 3 one way, 2 or 3 the other. We're going to bring that foot down to the ground. Both knees are going to stay bent. Walk your feet together. Walk your knees together. Bring your arms out into a T. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees to the left. Take your gaze to look over to the right. And let everything soften. One more nice deep, deep breath. And slowly bring those knees back up. So you might need to realign your feet, your ankles, and your hips. Bring your hands down by your side with the palms down. Lift yourself up into a bridge. So you're squeezing your glutes and you're squeezing your core. Everything's nice and strong. Now I want you to feel or pretend you have a hula hoop around your waist. So we're going to stay in the bridge pose and we're going to move our hips and our waist side to side, making a circle like you're thrusting that hula hoop. Move it around. Maybe throw a little smile on your face because it feels good. So you're going in one direction. Keep going and going. And one more. Bring your glutes down. Bring your knees in your chest. Give yourself a little hug. All right. We're going to flow with this little bridge. We're going to do an expanding bridge. So you're coming into your knees are hugging, your foreheads to your knees to your forehead. Then you're going to drop your feet to the ground. Bring your arms up overhead. Press into a bridge. Sink right down. Bring your knees into your chest, forehead to your knees. Drop the knees, arms overhead, lift into that bridge. One more time. Bring it in. Expand. We'll hold it here. Take one nice big breath. And then slowly, as you're going to drop your glutes back down, you're going to bring your fingertips down and your arms down alongside your body. And hang out here. Take a few nice breaths. Maybe your eyes are closed. Soften through your eyes and your cheeks and your jaw. Maybe massage the back of your head side to side. Then on your next breath, you're going to bring both knees back in your chest. And we're going to make those circles with our knees, both knees staying together. So I started on the left last time. This time I'm going to start on the right. So move it around. And again, feel what this feels like to your back. The 4 corners of your lower back connected to your ground, to the earth. 2 or 3, whatever feels good for you. 4, go for it. And then we'll bring the knees back in our chest. We're going to drop the right foot down on the ground. We're going to do that hamstring floss with the left foot. So point the toes towards your shin, press through your heel, Press through your hips. Bring your leg nice and long, nice and straight, in line with your body. Bend that knee, bring it back in line, stop at the hip. Flex the foot, press in through the heel so that your knees are somewhat in line with one another. Bend that knee. We're going to go to a 90-degree angle. So press through the heels. Engage that hamstring. Bring it back in. Bring the leg straight up into the air. Press through your heel up towards your ceiling. Bring your hands behind your knee. Interlace your fingers. And then drag drag the leg closer towards your body. Now, if the hamstring's super tight, keep a nice, soft, subtle bend in it. You want to get a nice stretch. Take one more breath. And then we're going to bring that ankle across the other knee. Now, noticing each side of the body is a little different. And using your left hand, just guide that left inner thigh away to make the number 4. Bring both hands down to the ground, palms kissing the earth. Walk your foot in a little closer, that right foot, a little closer to your glutes. Press into that, squeeze your glutes, come up into the air. Little figure 4 bridge. And let's bring it down. Bring it up. And bring it down. One more time. This time we'll bring it up. We're going to hold it just for a couple breaths. Slowly bring it down. And cross the ankle. Take that leg, same leg, straight back up into the air. And make some circles with your ankles and your toes. We want to do a few one way. We did a lot of calf work in our previous class. So a few one way, few the other. And those single leg calf raises, man, they activate our ankles as well. All right, let's bend that knee. Bring both feet together, both knees together. Arms come back out into a T. Spread them wide, wide, wide like an eagle. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees over to the right. Take your gaze towards the left and let everything soften. Nice spinal twist for our back. Chest and shoulders get a little opener. Take one more breath. We're going to bring both knees back up towards the ceiling. Arms are going to come back down alongside of our body. We're going to press into that bridge. So press into your heels, lift your glutes, lift your hips up. Now we're going to do that hula hoop. I call it a hula hoop. It's a waist twist, and go the other way. So make some circles. Do 2 more. And then we'll bring the glutes back down to the ground. All right, knees come into your chest. Roll up into a little ball. So bring your forehead towards your knees into your forehead. We're going to drop the feet, bring the hands overhead, come up into that bridge. Bring it back down, knees into your chest, forehead into your knees. Drop it down, flow and extend your bridge. One more time, knees in, feet to the ground, arms up overhead, and let's hold it here. Couple breaths. And then we'll slowly bring our hands and our glutes back down and our arms down to the ground. Let's take our legs nice and long. Bring your arms up as cactus arms. So bend at the elbows in line with your shoulders. Back of your arms are going to Kiss the ground and kiss the earth. Maybe take a minute here to thank yourself for investing in this practice. All right, we're going to roll over on the one side and then roll up into a tabletop position. So now is the time you will want to either grab a drink of water. You can stop and drink water at any time. We've just had a good workout. And here in Ottawa, it's a million degrees out today. So now, as promised earlier, we're going to get a nice quad stretch. So you can bring your blanket. You can bring your blocks handy. All right, so come down into all fours. I have my blanket kind of right between underneath my torso. Now press into your hands and press the tops of your feet. Now I want you to kick the tops of your feet. Get some blood into the tops of those feet. And then curl your toes, press yourself up into a downward facing dog. And then we're going to walk to the top of our mat. Way to go, Linda. My blanket's in the way. Move your blanket. By crossing our ankles. So tippy toes, cross your ankles 1 foot over the other, and you're going to come to the top of your mat. You may have to move your hands at the same time. Feeling spine, lengthen our spine, lengthen the back of our legs. Then we'll hang out here into a forward fold. Now we're going to step the right foot back, and then we're going to drop that left foot down, or the left knee down to the ground. This is where we want to bring our blanket or your knee pad or another mat. So that back knee is going to be supported. All right, front leg. So you're coming up. Front knee is stacked, ankle, knee stacked over top of each other. All right, so we're into a low lunge. I want you to really press your hips forward now. Press forward and then bring the pelvis down towards the ground. So uncurl those back toes. Let the top of the foot just kiss the ground and kiss the earth. Bring your right, so I have my left foot, left knee forward. I'm going to bring my right hand down to the ground. Left hand is going to come up behind my ear. I'm going to crunch down towards my knee, bringing my elbow towards my kneecap. And then I'm going to crunch it up. So you're doing a little lizard crunch. Bring it up and bring it down. Do one more. Up and down. All right, both hands come down to the earth. And then we're going to walk both hands away from that front knee towards the front of your mat. So my arms are going to come along. My knee is still going to stay stacked, but then I'm going to roll onto the outside of that foot, push the knee away. As I walk my hands a little further, drop my head down towards the ground. So we're getting a big stretch, hip flexor, inner thighs. Again, feel free to back out of any of these. Maybe your arms aren't as long. Hold it there for one breath. Then walk your hands back in line. So both hands are going to come inside your body. We're going to keep the left hand beside the left foot on the inside. You're going to take the right hand up towards the sky, and then you're going to thread it through the legs. So you're coming into a threaded lizard. Inhale it up. And then exhale, thread it through. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale it through. Hold it there for a moment. Now bring both hands to cradle that front of the foot. We're going to curl the toes of the back foot and then lift up. And then bring your toes of your front foot towards the ceiling. So you're onto your heel. And you're going to press your chest down and your head down towards that front knee. Back leg is nice and long. The heel is pressing towards the ground, but it probably not going to get there. Now bend that front knee, bring the knee back down to the earth. And then let's lift again, toes to the sky for the front leg, heel to the ground for the back leg. One more little rock. Take it down, bring it up, and breathe. Bring that knee back down. So both hands are towards the ground. Now just lift the back foot and bring the heel towards your glute. We're not going too deep into this quad stretch, but if you want to take your left hand and reach behind, you'll get a deeper stretch into the quad. Nice, slowly let it go without ricocheting. Bring both hands back down to the ground. Curl that back toes up, the back toe, and step forward to the front of your mat. Hang out here into a forward fold. No, say, I know what Linda's doing to us is really good. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes. Let's go to a half lift or a flat back. Exhale and fold. Now we're going to step the left foot back, come down into that low lunge. So you may need to reposition your extra block or your blanket. And you're coming into that low lunge one more time. So ankle and knee stacked. Come on up. And it flew right to a piece of metal. There we go, physics. Opposite foot. So where were we? Pressing the hips forward and sinking your pelvis down to the ground. Get a nice stretch for your hips, flexor, and your quads. All right, both hands come down towards the ground, but then you're going to take your right hand and bring it behind your right ear. Take the elbow towards the sky, and then twist, bring the elbow towards the knee, and then twist it up and bring it down. Twist it up and bring it down. One more time. Bring it up and bring it down. Both hands come to the inside of that front leg, and then they're going to go to the opposite side of your mat. So we're going to go into that extended lizard. So both arms long, long, long. Sink your head down towards the ground. Feel the connection to that back leg, that back quad, and the hip. Both hands walk back up. Right hand is alongside the right foot on the inside of the knee. Left hand comes up towards the sky, and you're going to thread through. It's a small thread. Lift it up and thread it through. One more time, lift it up and thread it through. Hold it here. Bring both hands to line that front foot, and we're going to curl the back toes, lift the back leg nice and long, straighten the front foot, take the toes up towards the ceiling as you drop your back heel down towards the ground, nose towards your knee. And then we're going to drop the right foot back down, back knee down to the ground. Then we lift. Toes to the sky, heels to the ground. One more little rock. Take it back up. Bring it back down. And then we're going to bend the back leg, bringing the bringing the heel towards the glute, and then we reach with the other arm If you want, if you can, does not matter. What we want to focus here on is that quad stretch. So bring the heel towards your glute. Nice stretch. And slowly unwind out of that. You're going to curl both toes or the back toes and step the front foot back into a downward facing dog. You can remove your extra blanket or your extra mat if you've used it. Now in down dog, elbow points towards the front of your mat. Fingers are spread wide, wide, wide. Press your chest towards your thighs as your heels come down towards the ground. Biceps are in line with your ears. Now go for a little walk. So bend one knee, straighten the other, and hold it. Go to the other side and hold it. And each side one more time. You're going to drop down onto both knees. Uncurl your toes, keeping your big toes together. Walk your knees wider than your mat or as wide as your mat. Slowly sink your glutes down into your heels. Walk your hands forward. Drop your forearms down towards the ground. Drop your chest towards the ground. Drop your forehead down towards the ground. And really let the glutes get nice and heavy. Let the chest get heavy. And if it feels good for you, bend the elbows and bring the back of your hands behind your neck. Maybe your fingertips join, maybe your hands join. And let's take a nice Shavasana in a wide-legged child's pose. So we want everything that we just did to integrate into our body, into our mind. And breathe. Get nice and heavy. And slowly bring the arms, if they're behind your head, back down to the ground. Then I want you just to slither. So slide your nose, come forward, slide your arms, come right down onto your belly. Stack your hands on top one another. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Let everything get heavy here. Now you can stay here if you like in your home. Otherwise, let's bring our, bend the knees, bring the heels towards the ceiling, and then just rock the legs side to side. And then we'll bring them back to center. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into a tabletop position. Walk your hands towards your knees. And to sit onto your knees. Let's take a nice big inhale all the way up. Join your fingers and join your palms. And your thumbs down to your heart center. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for loving your lower body with me and going with the flow. Namaste. Ooh. Thank you, everybody.